Hello everyone, greetings you all to the YouTube channel of Code to Enhance Learning. My name is Ravindranath Shirwat and I'm excited to welcome you to this tutorial. Today we are working on an interesting and useful application. I am creating this project as a part of Code to Enhance Learning mission to inspire innovation and enhance learning through simple and yet impactful tech project. Whether you are a beginner or enthusiast, this application will guide you step by step to create your own application for learning lesson or and in the last lesson video we had seen how to convert the image into the decimal and decimal system into the image again. In the current lesson video we will create an application that would simplify the learning approach to how to use the a or an article before the word in a sentence. Let us see the purpose of creating an application. There are many children who find it difficult and boring to learn how to use the article a or an in a traditional way by filling up the blanks in the book. So we can use the coding to create an application that will help the student to learn the use of article a or an in a funny and interesting way. Before the making coding for a given application, we should have prerequisite knowledge when to use a or an before the word. If the word starts from a, e, I, o and u, then we use the an in front of the word, otherwise we will use the a. So let us see the demo of the project in which when a green flag is skipped, our boy introduces himself, Danny. I am going to tell a or an article before the words and he asks the students to enter the word before who you want to use the a or an. Suppose student enter the apple as a word. Then he thinks whether use a or an apple and finally answered that it's an apple. Let's do the abstraction to make understand the project and make it a simple. First of all, what will happen on the stage? So as in a demo, we are see that ask user to enter a word. Then after application tells whether to use a or an. Second one, what sprite and backdrop will be needed on the stage? We require the boy sprite as a Danny, chalkboard as our backdrop. So let's start creating our application. So first of all we have to select the sprite type backdrop. So for that we have to go into the leftmost bottommost corner, from which we have to select the sprite. So we have selected the boy sprite Danny. So from this we have to select it Danny. We have to resize it. Okay. After that we have to select the backdrop. So we have to select our backdrop as a chalkboard, but we have to type the name of our lesson on the board. For that we have to go into the backdrop. On a backdrop we have our lesson name is a or an. Let's start coding for the given application and our sprite Danny. First of all, our application will be start when the green flag is to be clicked. For that, in the event we have the green flag click. After that we have to go into the loops. In a loops we have the say block, so you will say hello for 1 second. After that again use the same say block. In the say block he will introduce himself, my name is Danny. After that again we have to use the say block and he will say I am going to tell you whether to use a or an before the word in a sentence for a time 5 seconds. So after that Danny will ask the user to enter the word before which we want to use the article. For that we have to go into the sensing. In a sensing we have the ask block. In a ask block we have to type enter the word before which we want to use the article and wait. After that he will be think. So for that thing we have to go into the loop, select the thing for 2 seconds. In think we have to select the, we have to go into the operator. In an operator we have the join. In a join, first of all he will think whether to join it's or an, and in place of this we have to go into the sensing. In a sensing we have the answer, so he will be thinking that to join a or an before the answer for 2 seconds. For checking the answer whether to join a or an before the asked word, okay, let's Danny think. In the prerequisite side we have already seen that if the word start with the letter a, e, I, o, u, then we have to use the an. So let's start coding for that an article. So for that first of all we have to go into the control. In a control we have the if then block. After that we have to go into the operator. In a operator we have this equal sign. So if the first letter will start with a, after that in the same operator if the letter 1 letter 1 of answer. So for that we have to go into the sensing. If letter 1 of answer is equal to start with A, then he will be say. For that we have to go into the loops. In a loop we have the say block. So again we have to go into the operator. In a operator he will be think to join its as letter start with the A, so we have to use the article and in place of and before the answer. So for that we have to again go into the sensing. We have the answer block and we give the time for the 2 seconds. After that our script will be stop. For that we have to go into the control. In a control we have the stop all. In place of this stop this script. So he will be answered that our letter start with the our word start with the A letter, so that we have to join and before the given answer. So we have written for this letter if the word start with the A. Similarly, if the word will start with the E, I, O, U, then also we have to join the and article before the word. So we have to repeat this code. So for that we have to make duplicate. So in place of A we will write it as a E. Similarly we have to again make it as a duplicate for I. So let's have a I. Again we have to make a duplicate for O. Again we have to make duplicate for the if the word start with the letter U. So we will join all these if conditions. If the letter start with the A, E, I, O, then we have to join the an article before the given word. We had written the code when to use an article before the words in a sentence. And when our word will not start with the above letter A, E, I, O, U, then we have to join a article before the word. So we have to write the code for that. For that we have to go into the loops. In a loops we have the say block. After that we have to go into the operator. In an operator we have the join block. We have to place it here and we have to use the it's A before the word. So word means our answer is there. For that we have to go into the sensing. In a sensing we have the answer and it will join the A article before the answer for 2 seconds. So likewise we have written the code for our article application when to use AR and before the word in a sentence. So we will test how it executes. So when a green flag is clicked, he'll introduce himself. He will I am tell article AR before the word in a sentence. After that he will say the enter the word before which write the article AR and. Suppose we enter the word as apple. After entering the apple word, he thinks to join AR and apple. And he finally answered the it's an apple before the word. And next moves on the quiz part on the basis of the what we have learned today during creating an application for the lesson AR and. The first question is that what will be the output with the letter 3 of the computer block? So let's think. We have the 4 options A, B, C, D. Yes, correct answer is the option number B. Then move towards the question number 2. So what will be the output of the program given? So we have given the program as a if conditional block. If the letter 1 of the apple is equal to A, then it will say the join an apple before the second and stop the script. So we have the 4 options. Choose the correct answer. Yes, the correct answer is it's an apple before the word. So next move towards the closing part. So in this first one, what did we do today? So in today's simplifying the learning approach for the lesson AR and we have created an application on a scratch. Second one, what did you learn? So in this, while creating an application, we have studied the different blocks like conditionals, operators and all. In the next video series part, we will study the lesson Let's Make a Game. Try something new using your imagination and create project like this. Till then, stay tuned for the next video. This is a Ravindranath signing off. Thank you.